So I'm almost finished taking off the plastic cable. See this? Let's see if I can move the camera. I had to take this from underneath. It hooked into a connector, plastic connector that looked like this. This was kind of hard to take off, but you had to unhook each side. See that notch? It had a little latch that came over it. Same for the other side. And then I had to use a flathead screwdriver on this groove and pry it under there, because where it connects you have to lift that latch up, but it's really hard because I kept doing it and trying to pull on it and it wasn't working. Eventually I pulled really hard and had the screwdriver there and it finally came out, but I don't know, might want to spray WD-40 in there next time. And see, the problem is this plastic piece. I'm like, how can this go through here, because it's too wide. Because I need to pull out. Let's see if I can show you really quick. I need to pull out this rubber. I mean this black. Whereas the black electrical, take all those wires because it's hooked to this this piece. And you know what's wrong with this piece is this plastic piece. I tried to remelt it and glue it, super glue it to how it was, but it needs to bend perfectly. When you use the lever, I have it unhooked, but when you use the lever, it's supposed to latch underneath this piece. It basically slides under it, and then it gets hooked on the right side of it. And then when you turn the steering wheel back to how it was, or pull the lever back, it unhooks itself and goes back to the left side position, and then vice versa for this side. All I basically needed was this little arm, or whatever you call it, to be replaced, but now I have to replace this whole thing. And it was like $40 for a brand new one. I'm like, I'm gonna get a new one and not a used one. It's like all the wear and tear might make it so I have to replace this whole thing again if one little piece breaks off. Now before, I just had a rubber band, see this, with duct tape holding it, and I would just slide it on the metal arm that you would use for turning. Different from ones today where you just have a whole plastic arm that you shift up or down to turn. Now, I'm not good with all this ignition stuff. It has been hard to turn the ignition, and I have to bump it like that underneath the steering wheel and hold it. I think what's going on is the carbon brushes are worn out, and the only way it pretty much works is to bump it hard, or to bump it. It's even better to bump it and hold it, I found. But it's getting harder and harder to get it started, it seems like, when I bump it. So I want to get this ignition system looked at, because I'm not a professional, but I bet you it's the carbon brushes, because you're not supposed to spray WD-40 in your ignition because it's a solvent and gets rid of the lubricant, and it's flammable. But I did just to see what it would do, and so it's not due to a lack of, it's not because it was gummed up or something, because I tried it, and it's not that it's so much hard to turn anymore. It's just, even though it's more that I feel like something's broken or rubbing or something that's not supposed to be like that. And even to get the steering wheel off, I had to use a steering wheel puller. And I guess I didn't need to take these screws off. You can't, yeah, the one on the right, or at the top, yeah. But I thought I might need to pull this thing off. I guess the guys at Tracy Ford might, but anyways, I think to get this off, or to get this to work right, I gotta pull off this bolt and then the other bolt on the right side. So let's see. Using a tripod with a smartphone adapter to record this. Buy it for like maybe $6 on the internet. The adapter piece to old tripods. And don't do this at night. See all this lighting. So I'm gonna try to work on it right now though and see what I can do. Should have done it earlier. Okay, that's almost out. It's just, I don't normally like to work on stuff unless I'm like almost 100% sure I can figure out what I'm doing, even though I haven't had experience or been trained how to do this. But some stuff I feel comfortable doing myself. Because I have seen some videos. They're not completely relevant to what I'm trying to do. How's that not? Okay, maybe it's because of the other bolt. This might not even work the way I'm trying to do it, but I want to see why it's not budging almost at all. So I'm unhooking the right side bolt. And I want to see if this thing budges, because it just looks like logically that's what's stopping it. But if it's still not budging, it's probably something else. Figure I'll do as much maintenance as I can myself without... Why is it not budging? It's not even moving at all. There's something else, I feel like. Let me see. There's something else stopping it. This piece... I don't know what's stopping it though. What would stop it for this piece? Unless it's welded on. Is it welded on? I just want to see what... If I jiggle it... I don't know. I don't want to mess anything up. I just wonder why it's not coming off. I almost feel like it's because something's like sticky or something down there. Maybe there's another piece. Maybe there's something on the back side of it that this thing is catching on, but I don't know. That is so weird. I'll have to look at it a little bit more. I don't know. I better stop messing with it and just kind of screw some of this stuff back in, because I don't want them to ask where the pieces are tomorrow. But yeah, I think I think something's welded to something, because back here it seems like, yeah, that's part of this piece. I don't think it's getting stuck on anything. I think this is like welded to this part. This piece is welded, I'm pretty sure, to this part. That's what it looks like. Is that there's like no space in here? And that's just what, okay, so that must be why it's not moving. But if that's the case, though, there's something that's preventing this from moving, this part from moving, and I don't know why that is. It could be this. Oh, I'm gonna try unscrewing that, but I just gotta remember where all this stuff is that I unscrewed. Okay, so, but then this, see, it almost looks like, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can even see it. I have to make sure this tripod doesn't fall over too. Hard with a cell phone cover. Okay, you can kind of see it. It's a screw. But see, I don't know if... No, I don't think... This is just to connect this whatever this piece is, this metal box and what's inside it, to this metal frame, it seems like. So there's something else that's stopping it from moving. I don't know what's stopping it from moving up and down, though. I can see what's stopping it from moving up is this dashboard, but I don't see what is stopping it from moving downwards. That's what I don't get. It's like really tight, so I almost feel like it's welded, or something's probably something. I bet you if I looked underneath, something is screwed in. I can feel underneath. I bet you something is screwed in to hold this whole metal thing to. Okay, no wonder. I think I'm feeling a couple like screws or something. I mean, pieces around, to like screws to like hold this metal piece in. Jeez. Let me just look really quick. But yeah, I think that's the reason then. I could see that. And on the inside, I don't really feel anything except on the front, on the top of this. So let me look just really quick, and then pretty soon I'll end the video. But whenever you get into stuff that's like above your head, above your head, probably best to just be curious about it, but not. Okay, I need to look a little. There's all this stuff in the way. Kind of a longer video than I was expecting, but that's okay. I want to figure this out. So I'm not seeing. I don't know what this. No, I'm not seeing. Oh, it's welded. I see. No, those two, that screw theory I had doesn't even work because there's not even screws. not getting enough blood to my brain, or too much blood to my brain or something. Geez, it looks like I would have to take off a lot more of these screws to even get to this stuff. And it's hard to even think when when my head is upside down and all this blood is rushing to my head or whatever's going on. So wow, I didn't even know that this piece and this piece are welded, it looks like, to the bottom, this whole bottom plate, so it's not gonna move. I don't know how to fix that unless you unscrew all these things, all these bolts underneath the steering wheel, and I don't want to do all that. So I don't know how. Let me think of something. I don't know how people get the plastic connector through. I should watch them tomorrow if I can fix it. Or actually, they'll work on it Tuesday. So unless you can fit the plastic connector, maybe you could fit it through. Maybe I could fit it through here and not have to unscrew all that. I just thought I might have to. Yeah, if I can take this piece off and screw it back on later. If I can move it up or take it off, and pull this through, it just might work. Let's see, maybe I can get it through. Yeah, actually I might be able to get it through if I keep messing with it. I don't know why I didn't think it would fit though. I'm gonna turn it the other way around. I think it's easier if it's the other way around to get it through, because it's already like flush with the other side, or with the round, steering wheel, whatever you call it, this round tube. I guess all tubes are round. Okay, I keep pushing on it. You have to push on it just right though, and it's hard to hold the lights and all this at the same time. Oh yeah, let me zoom out. You probably couldn't see all that, but hopefully you can see me trying to slide this piece down. Something just fell down. I don't know. Okay, finally. I got it through. Yeah, so you don't have to take off all that nonsense. I just hope that this is not an essential component. If I can guess correctly, it's just for all the stuff it connects to. So the hazard lights, the turn signal. Okay, I got it free. The turn signal, the hazard lights. That's probably it. And maybe the horn. The horn, I think, too, but I don't essentially, well, I guess I could kind of need the steering wheel, but I mean the turn signal, but if I replace it, I should have all that. But now the question is how am I gonna get through here though? Unless I unscrew more stuff. I don't know how I would get it through here. Should have thought about that more. Wow, that's so stupid. I don't know. I mean, I could just cut it. Maybe that's what they do, is just cut it. But I don't think I should have to do that. Unless I don't think I need this thing at all anymore. Or I could, if I can figure out how to unhook these metal connectors to where I can put it back on, but I don't think I can because it looks like they're riveted. So, I don't know. I got it through here, but I probably should just screw these kind of half back on in case somebody needs them off to finish fixing all this stuff. And then I'll probably just pay them to fix all this stuff tomorrow because I don't know. I mean, I know I could just cut it, and I know I could pull this out, but then even if I did it that way to get the new one in, see, this is the new piece. How would I get, that's a good puzzle. How would I get this in? I can't even pull this off. By the way, unless maybe I unhook this whole thing somehow. I don't know. If I can, maybe that's what I would have to do, is pull that whole plastic piece off, and I should try to yeah, but there's something, oh, I can pull it off because I already unscrewed some things. Then maybe if I still wouldn't solve the puzzle though. I don't think, well, maybe if I pull this off it would have enough room. See, if I pull this off, something's stopping it. Let me see what's stopping it. Something's stopping this from being pulled out. Let's see where it's coming from. It almost feels like it's something down below. I wonder if I have to unscrew it. I wonder if I have to unscrew something again. I don't know, something's definitely blocking it. And it might even be the ignition. Let me see. Where's the least wobbly part? Yeah, I think it is the ignition. I think the ignition has to be taken out. It's just my theory. Maybe I shouldn't mess with it too much more. But I'm pretty dang sure that this ignition has to come off. This ignition lock, I'm pretty sure there's some piece in there that holds this thing in somehow. Something in there, because it's the least wobbly part, and it might make sense to me. So we'll see. My theory is this thing has to come off, and then then it'll give more room to slide a plastic piece in here, and then but then this part I think would have to also maybe come off unless there's enough room to barely slide it in. See, I don't know. I'm just gonna call it a night. Thanks for watching if you are.